All I hear is talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. If she be down the ride, oh, I bet that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Is everybody crisp? Is everybody irie? You see, we irie. We got past that little hump. It's crazy how when I share information, I gotta be so detailed, huh? Oh man, you know what I'm talking about? You know, if you don't know, then oh well. Nonetheless, let's talk about some attendance. I know I mentioned probably a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago about attendance form and and how it's going to be affecting us with the attendance. So here's the story. For some reason, it's starting nationwide where they are adding a piece of paper with your 3971s. And this piece of paper basically states all of your time that you have taken off. Why is this something that you should be aware of? Because my buddy just went through a situation we'll get to in a second. And he's like, yo, I didn't know. And so now they are using that as some type of, yeah, you did know because we gave you the sheet. Basically, they're preparing people for discipline. At the end of the day, that's what it is. They're preparing for discipline. Now, this should not affect many people. And in the comment section, you will know from the responses who are the ones that tend to take the days off because they're going to be combative. That's just what happens. I figured this out after 400 or 500 videos. The ones that it applies to, they're combative. But you cannot combat the facts. And all I'm doing is sharing the facts. So here's a fact on how and why they can share this information with you and you can get disciplined from it. Okay? In the ELM 665.41, regular in attendance, it states that you are required to be at work when scheduled. It also says failure to be regular in attendance can lead to discipline. That's fact. That's what's in the document, not to be disputed. Please. Management should be conducting welcome back meetings and quarterly attendance reviews to make you aware of any attendance issues. This is where it gets tricky because of this ELM. A welcome back meeting? Nah. A piece of paper that says, hey, welcome back. This is what's going on. That's their form that they can put out there to say they've covered their ass. That's from a management's perspective. Well, I gave them the 3971 to fill out and they went on their way. They didn't know nothing about, they didn't know that they had, more than 3 absences this quarter. But now, once they hand that piece of paper that has all their information on it, they've filled this requirement. That's the sneaky part. Somebody gonna be in there, what's new? They're doing their thing. The welcome back meeting and quarterly attendance to make you aware of any attendance issues. It makes you aware of any attendance issues. The rule was 3 occurrences in 90 days would equal discipline. 3 occurrences in 90 days. So that means 1 time a month, basically. Keyword in there is was. There is nowhere in the ELM or any of the postal contract that states a number or a limit to warrant discipline. So yes, as long as management is consistent across the board, management can give you discipline after 2 call-outs. Just cause is found in Article 16 of the contract. So the welcome back meeting and the quarterly reviews is one step for management to make you aware, a requirement with just cause. I can't break these words down because somebody's going to be confused. It hurts me to feel like I have to spoon feed this to adults because there are people that can comprehend this no problem because they actually listen to the video. They listen to the video, they understand the full context. And then there's always those that want to combat, no, you can't get displaced. Did you listen to the whole video, man? Please. I'm getting worn out trying to share information. I can't believe I had to explain. Oh man, that was hilarious. So explain the simple word update. You should have said this. You should have said that. It's in the title. Jesus Christ. Nonetheless, my buddies, both of them, just got charged with 14-day suspensions. That's your first thing because of consistent call-outs. And it says they were with the charge unsatisfactory attendance. A review of your attendance record indicates that you have been absent without leave from your official duties the following dates. And then it says the dates, and it says how many hours, and it tells you the leave type. You were late. There's unscheduled annual leave. There's emergency annual leave. There's absent from overtime. There's a late. They have everything. An investigative interview was held. Your APWU representative was present. You were provided the opportunity to review your unscheduled absences, to provide an explanation for each. When questioned regarding the above dates, you responded. Your responses failed to justify your unsatisfactory attendance. As a Postal Service employee, you are expected to maintain your assigned schedule and make every effort to avoid unscheduled absences. It is not unreasonable for the Postal Service to expect and require its employees to report to duty when scheduled. Your failure to meet these requirements is the reason for this action being taken. That's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. That's pretty self-explanatory. So I'm at a loss for words. I'm still aggy because there's people arguing about it. Nonetheless, I can't draw this out. Just show up to work because this is coming down the pipe. And for those that say, well, this, and the third, you have no idea how many hundreds of emails I get. I don't have the time to go through and walk through every person's situation. I try my damnedest, but at this point it becomes weary because I got to combat somebody because they can't understand the word update. Really. Nonetheless, please, this is happening. This is happening nationwide. You saw it in the last video. You see the comments. So it's not something that JH is gaslighting or passing information. I'm going to start blocking y'all when y'all come with that foolishness. I don't have the energy for you anymore. Y'all are reasons that post office is the way it is now. I trust my union shop steward more than I trust the truck driver. That's your opinion. Go ahead. Did your union shop steward tell you about these changes before? If I'm not mistaken, half the people that didn't believe that there was changes coming are the same ones watching now. Oh man, that dude was right. I don't gain anything from this. Please, except to share knowledge and see us succeed one way or another. And how are you succeeding? If you show up to work and stay under the radar, make your money and go home. That's it. Pretty simple. It's not too much to expect people to show up to work because, again, that falls into the next domino effect of other co-workers being aggravated because they have to do extra work because you're not there. I know a shop steward that shows up maybe 4 times to work a month. And if you're watching this, I don't care. You know who you are. 4 times a month. 4 times a month. And calls out every other day. And then when they actually got to come in, they get aggravated because they're assigned something different. Like you're part of the problem. You leave the workload onto other people. And then the other people that are there get aggravated And then they get barked on by their supervisors, and they create this toxic work environment. But that's gonna be for the next video. Please just show up to work, because the first thing is a verbal warning, then it's a written warning, then it's a suspension, and then, hey, they can do termination. They can. Eventually it'll get to that. And that is the plan. Do not allow them to utilize this to let none of y'all go. Everybody that's working there needs a job. Let's try to keep it just by showing up to work. Don't let this be the reason. You know what I mean? All right, this is JH. I hope this information was helpful to somebody. If it was, hey. If it wasn't, hey. But it is information. Check it out for yourself. We out. Woohoo! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Y'all already know who this is. This is my ace Boom Coon from up top. What you say your name was? It doesn't matter what your name is. All right. She the one that be hooking y'all t-shirts up. She do the headscarf. She do the t-shirts for the big man. The little guy, actually. And this is the stuff that these are going to get sent to some people. I just told her bring them by so you can see them. What does it say? What life? Worked for the post office. Go ahead. Let's see what else you got there. You don't got to be crazy to work at the post office, but we'll train you. You see me? Straight out the post office. In case you got the, thug mentality, there it is. Postal workers do it in any weather. I like that, but you know what? Y'all, if you're on the clock, don't do it, and because you're supposed to be doing some work. And if you're not, you know what? That's not my business. She hook up anything you want. She'll print you some headscarves. She'll print you some shirts. She'll print you some underwear, some panties. Fellas, you can put the little eagle on the front of your thing. Some of you guys might just need a hummingbird or something, because it ain't, you know what? And that's not my business. We even got some custom-made shirts. Put one of them custom-made out. This is for my ace Boom Coon. Who that is? That's Miss K gone Postal. Now, that's the most aggravating person that I know. But look, that thing reflecting. Can you see it? Oh, that thing looking, yeah, it's a little bright to be wearing at work. But yeah, and she got a couple other colors. She got the blue with the pink, and she got hook you up. All of this. Check out her stuff. Custom make whatever you want. You text the information. That's who you're reaching. Some of you guys be asking her questions that ain't got nothing to do with what she does. But she does everything. Holidays, seasons, birthdays. She's a crafts person, and she's not allowed to talk. So there it is. This is JH. Go check out Miss T. With T's shirts and stuff, right? Yes.
Little Things by Tina.
Didn't I say you can't talk? Yeah, Little Things, Tina, and all that stuff. All right. We out.